Deb Prechek from Pain Free Posture, Minnesota. Today we're going to do some mobilization for the lower body. And you're seeing me set up in a fairly good mobilized position where I can get my ankles right underneath my hips and knees in pretty much full range of motion. And a lot of people can't do that these days without a lot of pain. So we're going to do some mobilization to address that. And the tools that we have are a tennis ball. This is what I suggest you start with. And then you can progress into lacrosse balls. So if you find that your pain level just goes through the roof, you're not ready for the lacrosse ball, start with the tennis ball. And if you have any questions, of course, let me know. We're going to do 4 different exercises. And the first one is to address all of the tissues that act on above and below the knee. So this helps with ankle, calf pain, but it also can help with knee tracking and hamstring mobilization. What you're going to do is sit yourself down. And I'm going to have you take one lacrosse ball, or the tennis ball as we discussed earlier, straighten one leg out. You're going to find the inside line of your hamstring. You can almost feel there's a tendon back there. So you're just going to come in, you'll feel it on your own body. And what you want to do is take that lacrosse ball, nook it in there, and then pull your heel in as tight as you're able to, and then plant your foot down. You're going to have your hands just below the shin. You're going to pull your body up into that. And then apply some pressure wave technique. What does that mean? You're going to squeeze the hamstring, squeeze the calf muscle, and use your diaphragmatic breathing, and then on the exhale, go ahead and you're going to feel how it sinks into the tissue. That's going to give you the opportunity to then pick up the foot and bring it in just a little bit closer so you can see you're improving the range of motion. Now I suggest 2 minutes total. As you're getting closer to that end of the 2 minutes and you've gotten that in tighter and tighter, you can also just do a little bit of mobilization of the hip through that area, so you can rock in and out just a little bit. And then another option for you is you can lift up the foot and you can keep the pressure, mobilize your ankle, full range of motion, or as best as is able to you, and circle that around, flexing and pointing. And that will really help to open up that entire kinetic chain. I recommend that you repeat the process on the outside line, and basically it's exactly the same. However, the sensation that you feel could be completely different. So don't be surprised if you feel some internal fireworks. You'll notice that here on the outside edge, my range of motion is much less than it was earlier. I feel much more intensity. So I'm just going to spend some time here mobilizing the contract and release, bringing that foot in, some mobilization in and out, and then I can accumulate with some ankle movements. And this is much more intense for me, just hitting a different line of the calf muscle. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, what we're going to start doing now is working on the medial, the inside line of the shin. So if you've ever had a lot of shin splint pain, this is a great exercise for you. Now what I recommend is that you take your bottom leg folded in and the top leg comes over top. Then you can work from the medial line of the knee, just below the joint itself, and all the way down to the ankle. And you're just going to place that ball, you're going to hunt out really tender, tight spots, take 2 hands and apply, and you can kind of just move across that tissue, small circles. You're going to find areas that you have higher intensity sensation and lower intensity sensation. Spend more time on the higher intensity sensations. Apply that pressure. When you feel the tissue change, go ahead and find a different position. Now, if you cannot sit in that position, not to worry. What you want to do is just come on over, sit yourself down, find nice, good, neutral sitting posture, set that up, find your 90 degrees, take the leg up, cross over, externally rotate. You're still getting that added benefit, and you can do from here. Okay? So that's your modification for that. Third exercise, a little bit more advanced. This really tackles if you have pain that sort of radiates all over and through the ankle and the foot, and it's kind of different all the time. Here's your option. You want to get 2 lacrosse balls or 2 tennis balls. You just take one leg out to the side, and you want to pinpoint along the inside and the outside edge of the shin. Externally rotate, and then apply pressure on the top end. And again, all those same kind of concepts, about 2 minutes. Now, when you're working with this, if you want to move that around, you're going to have to just pick up and reposition. And then you can apply that pressure. Okay? 2 minutes, set your timer. The last one, in my opinion, is going to be the one that's most challenging to do. We're going to be going on the lateral, the outside line of the shin, anterior compartment and then the medial, or sorry, the lateral outside edge compartment. A lot of times this is going to be pretty intense. Probably going to start with a tennis ball. Do the best that you can. If you think it's not right, give me a call. We'll help you out with it. Lacrosse ball is your friend. We're working from the outside edge and all the way down this line over time. How do you do this? You have to be familiar with the anatomy that you want to tack down first and foremost. So I'm just going to get this ball. I'm going to go below the knee, slightly down the line, and then forward, but not right on the center of my shin. I'm going to apply some body pressure there. Kind of line myself up. I'm going to put my shoulders in the house. You'll see that that pulls my foot up off the floor, which is fine. And now I'm going to start working into it. I'm going to slide my leg back. I'm going to bring myself down onto the elbows, and I'm going to start working around this area. So I'm into the hip. Okay, let your head hang down. I'm doing a little mobilization on the outside edge of that shin. You might be here for the whole 2 minutes. If you feel like you're stressed through your upper body, then this is not the right time for you to be doing this particular exercise. You can do the 3 previous. Now you see I'm starting to move down that shin. I'm hunting out some difficulties. I'm just going to reposition my leg back so I can get more body weight onto it. So those are 4 mobilization exercises to start hitting the lower quadrant of the ankle and the knee. It's going to help perform your hip mechanics, your knee tracking, and the ability of your ankle to move freely so that you can walk and run pain-free. Give it a go. Let me know how it does go for you, and if you have any questions, and enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.